Hi again, folks. Welcome to the Sabre Zone. This is a video on the channel that always discusses what you had to say, how you said it, and I got a clip for you. And I was long overdue for a Sabre Zone, but I was so darn busy with everything that I want to get a few videos out there. All right, here comes the clip. And shout out goes to First Responder. Very good job. The prospects made us proud. It was the appetizer before the main course. And TR talks basically about how our kids looked in the prospect camp, and it's yeah, like the tip of the iceberg, right, TR? Really, that's what this is. I mean, this is just the beginning of maybe a magical season, which Sabres fans are long overdue to have. We're long overdue. And I'm a big believer when the franchises do, something happens. This is why with the Maple Leafs, okay, I say they can win the Stanley Cup because they could. They could just break through all of a sudden. They could. Murray regains his form, his playoff form like he had in Pittsburgh. He did have playoff form. It wasn't just Crosby. They had goaltending, I remember. So all of a sudden they get playoff goaltending with a guy, and all of a sudden Toronto fans, of course, are going to be saying that Dubas is a genius, not we want to cut his head off, and they'll be changing their mind. And, you know, if they go deep, all of a sudden the Leaf fans are going nuts, and I think all of us will want to hide under a bed and not deal with that if that happens. But, you know, this is why when I talk about our boys and our future and our team, I really believe that we're just due. The Sabres are just due. They're due for something good to happen. And last year can't just be it. Last year was a nice, pleasant surprise. Yes, it was. We had fun. They were competitive. They never gave up in games. You know, they broke our hearts a few times, which is okay. We were expecting it. It's not like we weren't. But this time around, it's a good feeling. It's just a really good feeling I got about this team this year. I was just saying that in the last video. I got a really good feel about this year. And to tell you the truth, I can't even pinpoint it. I really can't. I've learned to trust these feelings in my life as I got older, you know. Like these gut feelings have never let me down, usually. And I've got a real good feel something's going to happen with them this year, and I can't even tell you what it is. I really just don't know. There's so much potential that could happen. You know, we got guys, I wonder how many captains are on this team. And I'm talking that were captains as they were, you know, playing junior or double A and all this. Their road to the NHL. How many of these guys, I wonder, were captains before they became on this Buffalo Sabres team? Because I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of leadership, folks, for the culture to change the way it has. It just doesn't. They don't just sit there, put their heads down and say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a winner now. It doesn't work like that. Like, these guys had it in them to have the guts to say, you know what, we're changing this. We're changing this. And they have. So I'd just like to know, you know, I don't really have any clue how many of these guys on our roster were captains once upon a time. I'm willing to bet at least 8 or 9 if I was to guess. Just to guess a few. I'm willing to bet that some of these guys, yeah, were captains. So, you know, TR talks about the main course. Well, the main course is, right now, we had the appetizer. Now we're having the menu brought to us, which is tomorrow, with starting the preseason. And yes, the appetizer, the main course starts, you know, in October. Very soon, we're going to have the real games coming, and we're all going to be pretty pumped for that, I think. So I'm looking forward to it, TR. I am, absolutely. I definitely want all of us to have more of a fun season again. You know, like, I would love nothing more than we have a winning record all year long, right? From day one, the whole season, winning season. Just a winning season. We break through, we have a winning season. Like, it could be 90 points. I'm good with that. I'll tell you right now, I am 100% good with that. As long as we don't maintain going like this and like this and like this and like, no, I would like just a steady pace where we just get a little bit better. You know, 10 games, we go 5-3-2, then we go 4-4-2, then we go 4-4-2, and then we go 5-4-1. And, you know, if we can have something like that happen, then if we, let's say we hit a small losing streak, as long as we stop the bleeding at 3-4 games max, none of these long ass losing streaks. No more of that. Like, no more of these 6, 7, 8 game losing streaks. We can't afford that this year. If we're going to play meaningful games, guys, at the end of the season, we can't fall into like long losing streaks and have to keep digging ourselves out of a hole. So it's going to be really important this year, I think, that we, stay out of that. Stay out of the long losing streaks. We don't have to have these major winning streaks, but who knows? If the Sabres win 5, 6 in a row, all of a sudden, we've got a franchise again. We do. When's the last time we could say we won a winning streak like that? It's been a while, right? I mean, it was that 10-game winning streak. And that one, I just wasn't sold on it, guys, even then, because there was too many extra time. I think there was 4, right? Wasn't there 4 that were in extra time of that? Or was it 6? I can't remember. It's one or the other. It was 4 or 6. And I remember there was a few. And Botterill pointed that out, which I appreciated back then. He did point that out. Said, yeah, we had a winning streak, but, like a lot of these were in extra time, which that's a very good point. I want to see some regulation wins. I want to see the team slap together. Another fun season, except this time with a winning record, and this time staying over 500 all year long. I think, TR, you'd agree with that. I think we go that route. We're going to be feeling pretty good about next year if we have a strong season like that. For me, 10 games over is a good season in the NHL. 10 games over 500 would be a good season. I could live with that. If the Sabres can do that, I'm okay with that. I really am. This year, because we're not going to jump leaps and bounds, I think, right away. It's going to take a bit of time. There's still some pain to go through. There is going to be some growth. But I think there's going to be a very consistent growth now. I don't think we're going to run into these ruts where we go 6, 18, and 2 or something in 26 games. If we take 1/3 of our season and we toss it in the trash can, then okay, we have another long season to deal with, and we'll just have to figure our way out of it. There's nothing else we can do, and I would be surprised if that happens. I really would be. I don't expect that to happen this year. I'm feeling pretty good about the team overall, guys, as you can tell. So yes, I am excited for tomorrow. I will touch base with you guys tomorrow. I'm going to get these videos up to you. I think that's it. I'm going to call it a night there, and I will throw out this might be the final Sabre Zone in this format. It's going to be the same thing, but just different outro, different intro, maybe different background. We'll see. I'm not there yet. I'm playing with it in my head. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Go Sabres.